Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brother Chaos channel. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Office Killer from 1997, which was recently released by Vinegar Syndrome. Now, I used to think that crazy chicks were sexy. Like they were hot and definitely not boring. But after watching this film, though my way of thinking has completely changed. I mean, just between me and you, up until I would say 3 years ago, I was hanging with this crazy chick. We were having good times, but no, it's not worth it. At the end of the day, they bring more problems than what they offer. Now, I'm not talking about um the personalities are interesting, and it seems like you're getting more bang for your buck, no pun intended, but they're not worth it at the end of the day. But this particular character in this movie, the killer, her name is Dorney Douglas. She's a, like it says, what I read, she's a mousy, quiet worker, hard worker. She works in an office, and the office is produces a magazine. I'm not sure if they ever go into detail about what magazine they are, but they're push, push, push. Get the next article ready. Get the next feature length article written on my desk. And by the way, when I say on my desk, I'm talking about Virginia. She's the boss. So the cast is mostly females. There's some men. This movie was directed by a woman, and she does a very good job at it. So this film, Office Killer from 1997, a slasher, not your typical slasher. It has some differences, but it's not a bad movie at all. So you want to know how it starts out? Like, how was her first kill? Her first kill is accidental. They're installing new computers into the office. Remember, this is 1997. The internet was fresh. The internet was hot. Lots of possibilities, lots of things that it could give you, but also lots of nightmares because not a lot of people understood the technology. So this guy turns off the power in part of the building. He's working on the ground, like he's on his knees. He's working on an electrical, something electrical, like where you stick in the plugs. Something's wrong with the electricity in the building. Now, Doreen comes in and she accidentally bumps into the fuse box and it electrocutes the guy. The guy's name is Gary. He's dead. She's shocked, but in her crazy mind, this will lead to future kills, this time not so accidental. No. I like to say that Molly Ringwald is in this movie. She plays a character named Kim, always smoking, always gossiping, talking about people behind their backs. She doesn't like Doreen, but she'll get what's coming to her. Now, Doreen lives with her mother. The backstory is pretty sad. His Doreen's father was hands-on with his daughter, if you know what I mean. And there's a car accident when she was a little girl or a teenager, let's say a preteen. Her father passes away, and her mother is left crippled. So now Doreen has to take care of her mother, and she works in the office. Now, in the office, at the beginning of the movie, they're downsizing, but they're not getting rid of anyone yet. They're just reducing their hours to part time, and some of the people, including Doreen, will have to be working from home from now on. So the office where she could get away from her overbearing, crippled mother, that's gone. She's gonna spend maybe very little time in the office and a lot of time at home working for the magazine company. Now, how are the kills, you may ask? The kills are not bad. Um, she ends up killing, I would say, don't quote me on this, but 3 or 4 more people. But it's interesting what she does after she kills the people with the bodies. If you don't want to hear what she does with the bodies, I'm gonna give that little spoiler. I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay, what she does with the bodies is she transports them in her car to her home and keeps them in the basement as if they were her friends. So she's really, in a real sense, working from home. She has the TV on downstairs. She carries on conversations with her, but she's changed. She's more anxious and more jittery, and people are getting strange. People are disappearing from the office, and people are getting strange emails. So, and Ringwald's character Kim is suspicious of Doreen. Okay, so Kim sends another office worker, a guy, to Doreen's house, and he hears noises coming from the basement because one of her intended victims is still alive and making noises. So this causes problems, but I'm not gonna spoil the rest of the movie for you. It's I don't know how many female directors have made slasher films. I know this is not this. I know Near Dark is not a slasher film. It's a vampire film, which is very awesome. And that was directed by a woman. This movie has it's well directed, good photography. The script is interesting, but I found the story to be kind of simplistic. It's a short movie, I think around an hour and 20, an hour and 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Go ahead and watch it. I had to rent it from Amazon Prime because I couldn't find any free way to watch this, and I wasn't gonna blind buy this movie from Vinegar Syndrome without knowing what it's like. Once again, not a bad movie. If you're a slasher completist, watch it. That's all I have to say to you for tonight. God bless all of you and watch out for the crazy ones.